Marty here with Warehouse and Operations as a Career. Today we're talking about staffing agencies, what they are, why they exist, and the benefits they bring from both a client's perspective and the applicant's perspective. You know, in our light industrial environment, warehousing, distribution, production, and manufacturing, staffing agencies play a massive role. They help keep product flowing, equipment running, freight moving, and departments staffed. But they also help workers build careers, explore opportunities, improve themselves in real-world environments before committing long-term. So today, let's talk about the advantages that staffing agencies bring to both sides of the employment coin, and why the try-before-you-buy approach is not only smart, but strategic for both parties. Now, why do staffing agencies exist, you may ask? If you're newer to this industry, you might wonder, why wouldn't a company just hire people directly? And, that's a very good question. The answer is tied to cost, responsibility, speed, and risk. Companies can face fluctuating labor demands, seasonal spikes, turnover challenges, hiring backlogs, training expenses, and safety responsibilities. Meanwhile, agencies specialize in finding, screening, onboarding, payrolling, insurance, and coaching. They're built to do it efficiently and consistently. Think of it like this. You wouldn't hire a plumber full-time just in case a pipe leaks once a month. You use the right tool when the situation demands it. I read that somewhere. Kind of corny, but it does make the point. If you're a business, partnering with an agency provides several major benefits. The first one, and maybe the biggest one, is the try-it-before-you-buy-it hiring approach. In a direct hire situation, once the associate is on your payroll, you've taken on unemployment liability, workers' comp exposure, benefits administration, HR documentation, and the corrective action process. And if that hire doesn't work out, now you're dealing with attendance issues, disengagement, a poor fit, or even safety concerns. With a staffing partner, you get to evaluate attendance habits, cultural fit, productivity levels, work ethic, and their safety mindset. If the fit isn't right, you simply request a replacement. No conflict, no termination paperwork, no damage to morale, just the right person for the right task. Secondly, the agency carries the responsibility of loss. During the contracted period, the agency is the employer. That means the agency is responsible for workers' compensation claims, unemployment claims, payroll taxes, reporting injuries, policy enforcement, training documentation, and maybe a host of other responsibilities. That protection alone can save companies thousands in risk exposure. And then lower administrative cost. Recruiting and hiring is expensive. Before a single associate clocks in, companies can spend hours screening resumes, hours interviewing candidates, money advertising positions, labor and cost performing background checks, time onboarding, time entering payroll data. The agency handles all of that. Companies stay focused on production and productivity instead of all that paperwork. Let's see what's next. A quick response to labor fluctuations. Warehousing and manufacturing don't operate at the same speed year-round. Anyone who has survived produce season or holiday time knows what I'm talking about. 1 week you're short-handed, next week you're overstaffed. A staffing partner can scale it daily, weekly, seasonally, even shift to shift. That's flexibility you simply cannot replicate with a direct hiring model. And another benefit is access to candidates you might not be able to reach. Agencies recruit from online job boards, local networks, trade schools, neighborhoods where your company may not be visible, referrals, job fairs, social media. They cast a wider net. They fish deeper in the same pond and often find talent companies never even see. And a good business development person will tell you you'll experience a much better hiring outcome. You know, a good agency screens for reliability, attitude, past performance, safety awareness, shift availability, even equipment experience. That means better alignment once boots hit the ground. Now let's look at agencies from the applicant's perspective. A lot of people miss this one. Agencies aren't just for companies. They offer tremendous value to us workers too. First up would be career exploration with zero risk. Some people think they want to be a pallet runner and operate an electric pallet jack until they try it. The pace and responsibility can be a bit more than expected. Others discover they love inventory control. Some didn't know that they'd enjoy production work until they tried it. Through an agency, you may be able to explore things like inbound receiving, order picking, packing, labeling, kitting, machine tending, what else? Eventually forklift operation, and probably about 100 others. Now, yes, we may need to work our way into some of those positions, but they are all obtainable. And you get paid while doing it. If you don't enjoy a role, talk to your recruiter about something else. It's simple. And then what I call getting your foot in the door. Some companies don't hire entry-level workers directly. They require previous experience, a clean work history, equipment experience, etc. Agencies can get you into those facilities in many instances where you can prove yourself from the inside. And once you're in, promotions, skill certifications, and full-time hiring opportunities are within our reach. Next is the opportunity to build and expand our skills. Working through an agency can give us experience with WMS systems, exposure to production KPIs, OSHA safety practices, equipment operation skills, palletizing and material handling knowledge. Those skills make you far more employable, even if you never stay with that specific facility. Oh, and here's a good one, weekly pay. Most agencies pay weekly. That can be incredibly helpful for budgeting, emergencies, and those unexpected expenses. Another benefit to us may be some coaching and help. A good recruiter can help you build a resume, explain attendance expectations, review workplace professionalism, advocate for safety, prepares you for those interviews, coaches through workplace conflict or their observations of the environment. In other words, you're not alone. And this one was brought up to me last month, the opportunity to prove yourself. Some people struggle in traditional interview environments. Maybe nerves get in our way, things like that. Maybe their resume doesn't reflect their true ability. With a staffing partner, you can prove your value through action, like showing up early, working hard, communicating clearly, and working safe, supporting your team. And your production numbers don't lie. And maybe you need some flexibility. Want nights, temporary work while deciding that next step? Agencies can align your schedule for your life. So there are several benefits from both perspectives for us to ponder over. Let's see. So moving on. Here's a strong bullet point. Turnover is expensive. When companies hire too fast, they often find the wrong cultural fit. Likewise, when applicants accept jobs that they don't understand, they burn out and quit. Agencies can create a trial period. Applicants get to make an informed decision. Companies get to evaluate performance. That can help prevent early resignations, terminations, wasted training hours. Retention can improve dramatically. And then there's hidden cost to a rushed hire. When someone's not the right fit, trainers lose productive hours. Supervisors burn time coaching. Then HR gets involved. Equipment sits idle. Orders fall behind. That's all expensive. Agencies can minimize that waste. Some associates think, I don't want to work for an agency. I want a real job. Well, here's the truth. Agencies place thousands of workers into full-time roles every year. Many warehouse supervisors, leads, and managers started as agency employees. Agencies are how a huge portion of our industry staffs. It's not just real, it's strategic. If you put in the work, show up every day, follow instructions, commit to safety, communicate, and maintain a positive attitude, supervisors and managers will notice. And when conversion time comes, you're at the top of the list. So who should consider a staffing agency? I think applicants who want to explore a new industry or needs, some work fast, have gaps in their work history, want weekly pay, need schedule flexibility, or entering the workforce for the first time, or maybe re-entering the workforce after time away. And a company experiencing seasonal spikes, struggling with turnover, requiring specialized recruiting, can't carry full-time payroll, maybe operates multiple shifts, wants to avoid unemployment costs. In short, just about everyone at some point. So how can we maximize the experience? After all, it has to be a positive for us, right? If you are an associate, you cannot over-communicate, and we should always be on time. Treat recruiters with respect. Let's see, what else? Ask for feedback. And be honest about our availability and experience. And we need to lean into and accept any learning opportunities offered. If you are a client, partner closely with your agency. Provide clear job descriptions. Give feedback quickly. And don't ghost your recruiter. And treat agency workers with the same dignity as your direct hires. That's how to turn a vendor into a partner. In our industry, staffing partners are not a shortcut. They're a strategic advantage. They help reduce turnover, improve safety, and connect great talent with great employers, often faster and more effectively than traditional hiring ever could. If you're a business struggling with staffing challenges, consider partnering with a good agency. If you're an associate looking for opportunity, consider applying through one. Because sometimes the right door requires the right key, and an agency can be a win-win. And now I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I hope this helped shine a little light on the benefits of staffing partners in the warehouse and operations world. Until next time, everyone have a prosperous and productive week, and above all, a safe one.